Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great episode of Two Detroit Nerds. This is the show that never stops, and as a result, we are here on New Year's Eve for our New Year's Eve special. I'm here with my co-host, Dom. Dom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. We had a very special episode to get out today, bro.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It's the first time.
Yeah, I mean, just to, bring in a lot of the things we got planned for the new year and a lot of the different kinds of content we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing something special for you guys. It's going to be a 2-hour episode. We're going to have a lot more content than usual. Might be a little bit more structured than usual, but you'll see why. We were here with some great guests. We got, of course, Max, as well as Tayvion, and you guys are going to be joining us here for this episode. Thanks for coming by, guys.
Of course. Hey, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you guys are stuck here, so don't try to fucking leave.
Yeah,
it's all right. I didn't plan on it.
This is the thing we've been trying to tell people that come in as guests is that, this podcast, we actually had to make a pact in order to do this. And that pact was that, for the riches and fame that will come, as you guys will see for being a part of this podcast, it'll happen to you guys too. The only thing that happens as well is that, your soul is bound here. So, you'll see yourself, enjoying your life and stuff like that. You'll see yourself on TV. Mm-hmm. You guys actually being here with us.
Yeah,
like, that's
for eternity.
For eternity.
Yeah, that's a heavenly pact.
Yeah, that's kind of how this thing works. So let's jump in. We got a couple of topics to cover. I wanted to kind of stay anime heavy on this, and I have kind of a segment I want to do later, but I want to just start with general anime talk just so that we can get it out of our systems.
Let's do it.
So I know right now the biggest one that just dropped was, the last couple episodes of JJK. So, I mean, where are you guys at with JJK? We know Dom, is a super fan. I think that might be the only anime you've ever seen, right? Like,
not at all. I've watched probably 20 to 30 times the amount of anime you have.
I don't think
For our fans that have already been watching our show and stay tuned in, they know
true.
The only anime you know of is Neon Genesis Evangelion. Sure, it's a great anime. I'll never hate on it. But broaden your liking, bro. Get out there, bro. Don't say you have. You haven't. You're lying. He's lying to you guys.
Listening to Dom a little bit more recently and going on Crunchyroll. I just went ahead and got like the full Crunchyroll, like the top tier, whatever, $1 billion Crunchyroll subscription you need to get access to everything. And I did start with season 1 of JJK, and I was like 4 episodes in because I had seen the first season. I don't know. I don't want to lie.
I remember when you were first watching it.
Yeah, like almost 2 years ago now. So it's foggy, let's say, in my mind. So I wanted to re-watch the show, just kind of like get refamiliarized with all the characters before I watched the second season. But for you guys, I'm curious to know, like, what are your favorite moments of JJK as a whole series, not just season 2?
Ooh, not just season 2.
Damn.
Oh, was it Junpei with Mahito? That was steep.
Yes.
That was a really dark moment right there. That probably set the tone for the show for real for me.
Big time.
Another one probably be that Todo and Itadori combination against
Hanami.
Yes.
I think when Gojo murks Hanami, that's what really set things off, and people are like, damn, this is about to get crazy. And from there, shit just got crazier and crazier every single episode into it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
From that episode on, it's just nonstop fights and just people getting murked back to back. It's crazy.
They didn't take their foot off the gas.
No, never.
No, you can't ask for much more with the season of anime. I mean, let's be honest here. I've told you this. You already know it from that one clip that we made. Like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, this is a perfect season of anime. I don't throw that word around at all.
It's been consecutive from the start till the end with just major fights that we've never seen before, and it's just been popping off crazy. So I can't wait to see what comes after this season's over with in the next season.
One of the things I have noticed about what people talk about when they talk about JJK is like the satisfaction of getting to see certain characters go at each other. And I think one of the things that older animes don't do that well is giving you that satisfaction, not super early, right? Like you have to kind of earn it, but still giving it to you at like a measured level where you're still interested in watching the full, arc of the show. And I think I still haven't seen JJK, but I feel like it does that, right?
No, you don't. 100% it does. That's another one of the reasons why I hold it such a high regard is like, to give you an example, like Dragon Ball Super, right? The final arc of that in the anime is the Tournament of Power. And all the characters that you're introduced to leading up to the Tournament of Power, you see all these new people that aren't within Universe 7, which would be Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, everybody else, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a very good introduction because these are much different characters than what you're used to seeing in Dragon Ball. Mm-hmm. And you can tell like they can hold their own, they're strong, they come with new abilities, new looks, everything, right? Tournament of Power comes around and they tease it so much that you're going to get certain fights and they just don't do it. And it's not that it was necessarily a letdown in the show. Mm-hmm. It was a letdown to what you thought was coming. But you know what I mean?
I feel like that's more common, though.
That's fine.
Oh, that's yours. My bad.
Yeah, you're good.
No, I feel like that's more common than not. That you'll get tons of teasers to big fights, but then you have to wait 3 seasons,
of course,
to get them. You know, so I think that's for one reason why I would want to watch JJ.
Yes,
instead of like, oh no, like some people we know, like some shows we know. No, you got to wait till episode 580.
Yeah, you got to wait till the end of the show.
Yeah, no, episode 567 at the second half of the third movie, they finally get to fight. Like
that's the biggest problem with like super long animes is that long wait. I don't know how long was y'all waiting to watch Kaido fight Luffy?
Oh man,
you're the only One Piece watcher here.
Yeah, I don't watch that shit.
Yeah, well, you're the only person that knows about One Piece here more than the rest.
That's crazy.
I
watch that shit.
Listen,
I've never seen.
Me and Adam have said this plenty of times on the show and off. We don't hate on One Piece, but it's not for us. It's good. I'll give it its respects, but it is what it is. But no, you're definitely right because that was probably the most anticipated fight anybody wanted to see, and we're talking 900 episodes, and you're getting to see that shit. I heard this
a lot of people
from fans of the
from
show,
that.
not even from just casual watchers, from fans.
They put out, people are like, "What the fuck is this?"
And I don't know. It is what it is. But back to JJK, man. Like you guys are in for a lot with what's coming next. I need you to watch. I think it's a great ending.
I haven't seen the second season. No.
And you being the critical movie guy that you are, I want to know how you feel about the ending to the season because I've gotten multiple opinions on it that said they did not like the ending. I don't know if it's because they were expecting to see another fight. They didn't know it was going to end the way it did, whatever it may be. I want your perspective because I thought it was a great ending.
That was a great ending.
Strictly because I already know what's coming and I've read all of this.
Right.
Did you read it all?
I read up until the Cullinan game starts.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's good. So I don't even know what's happening.
We'll leave it right there.
It's a good ending. I mean, I'll be honest. It's not bad. I don't need a fight for an episode to be good. Do I prefer it? Yes.
What do you guys think that manga does that anime doesn't do? Like, what makes you still go to manga as a medium?
Me.
For you, everybody.
I'll tell you why I like manga sometimes. So it's like, you're reading these fights and shit, and you don't get to see animated, but most times what I do, you kind of get to imagine the fight yourself and what you think that shit would be like in your head.
Yeah.
And before you get to go see it on the screen.
Yeah.
And sometimes, or most times, manga actually shows more stuff than the anime puts out too. The anime kind of leaves out a lot of stuff, or like he said, the manga can be way more graphic than what the anime can put out.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Is the detail isn't left out with the manga at all.
Well,
I don't read much manga. Like there's a handful that I've read.
Top 5 manga.
I read Naruto. I've read Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul was really good in the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Way different ending.
Dude.
They messed up with Reed so much. But I read a little bit of Black Clover and I read a little bit of Jujutsu. So far, Jujutsu is really good, but I say the pace in the Naruto manga is top tier. The anime did not do it justice, but it was still good.
Yeah.
Well, here I'll tell you this: the number one thing that puts manga over, the only thing that I'll give manga as opposed to anime is there is no filler within manga. Manga is the same comparison that you would give a book to the movie. You know what I mean? Like when you animate, when you put something out to be watched, they have to drag it a little longer, right? Because I can read at a much faster pace than I can go watch a whole season of anime, a whole 2-3 seasons, whatever it may be. So there's no filler. It's straight to the point. That's the best thing. And And that's why I'll probably, from here on out, and as long as I have been, continue to read manga, depending on what it is. Aside from that, I want to give you my top 5 manga that I've read. In no order.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
One order. Number 1 of all manga I've read, Jujutsu Kaisen takes the cake.
Really?
It does. I haven't read a whole bunch. I haven't read a whole lot.
Okay.
I will admit that.
But out of the ones you've read.
That I have read, Jujutsu Kaisen is number 1 right now. Anything else, this is in no particular order. People might come for me for this. I don't give a fuck. The Boruto manga is great.
Oh, it is. People sleep on Boruto very bad right now.
No, they can sleep on it. The anime
but
is trash. I'll tell you this right now. The anime is trash. There's way too much filler. The anime is not that
Pretty sure
good.
the anime has over 200 episodes worth of fillers.
Oh, my God.
But the manga right now, people don't even know what's in for them when this shit gets animated and put out for us. I don't even know when they're supposed to be releasing more anime for it, but right now, it is up there, and I feel like it's being slept on a lot right now.
So, Jujutsu, Boruto, Black Clover.
Mobile Suit Gundam 0079.
I haven't read that. Black Clover is a very good manga as well.
I've heard that's a good one.
It is.
I haven't watched it.
I never
the
watched
anime
it.
is pretty good too. It's a good watch. It's a little bit longer, and there are certain things that people do have their complaints about. Like the main character in the anime, he's annoying. He yells a lot. The voice actor isn't a bad voice actor, but because of how he's got to portray the character, it kind of turns some people off, which I understand. I get it.
It gets corrected.
It does. For sure it gets corrected.
It gets corrected.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I've heard that too, yeah.
Now,
The manga's
what I will
crazy.
say about Chainsaw Man is from where the anime leaves off to the end of that arc, or maybe the end of the next arc, the gas pedal's down to the fucking floor of the car. There's no stopping. There's so much shit that happens, so much shit you wouldn't expect being an anime-only watcher.
Yeah.
Whoever else doesn't know about the manga, they know what, or that does know, knows what I'm talking about. There's a lot of crazy shit that pops off quickly. That's 4. 5, I'm going to have to give that to, I'm going to probably go with Tokyo Ghoul. I've been reading Tokyo Ghoul, and it's great. It is done so well artistically, and one thing I can appreciate is having the perfect amount of text bubbles within a manga. Some don't do enough, some do too much.
Yeah.
Tokyo Ghoul does it just right. It's the right amount of explanation, perfect amount. They don't get too far into it to where you're like, fuck, dude, I'm reading a novel right now with pictures, you know?
Right.
But they do the perfect amount. So I would say probably those 5. Gotta be. I gotta read more. Don't come for me, people.
Yeah, I would say I haven't read a manga in so long, but back when I did like manga, top 5 was definitely FMA. The manga.
Yeah, I've
of
never read the
FMA is
manga.
Fucking incredible.
I heard.
Wildly good. That was crazy. Mobile Suit Gundam. There was a couple of different manga series of Mobile Suit Gundam. Can't remember specifically the one that I had, but it had probably the best, art book for any sci-fi thing.
I believe that.
It's insane because the anime, it will just kind of show you the mech. And it won't really explain, the actual hard science of how it works. When you get some of these art books, they will have like a whole breakdown of exactly how a Gundam works. Like,
Yes.
That like obviously some of it is like fucking, fake.
Yeah.
Science,
Of course.
but not that much.
It still makes sense though.
Yeah,
in the same sense.
Yeah, it still makes sense though. That's the thing. Yeah. So that FMA Mobile Suit Gundam, Dragon Ball Z. I liked that manga, and Hack Dot Sign. Does everybody remember that?
I do remember Hack Dot Sign.
Yo, Hack Dot Sign. Shouts out to my Hack Dot Sign fans.
Hack Dot Sign was like what
Every
Sword Art wishes it was.
Yeah, it's every isekai now
Yes.
is just doing Hack Dot Sign.
Oh, it was like the original isekai or something.
Yeah,
like that?
but people like I'll look at all of these anime reviews of like best isekais of all time, and like some of them will mention them, but I think since isekais blew up like in the 2010s, most people's memory of isekai starts then, but they don't realize like Hack Dot Sign was doing that in like 97, so like people will forget to like count that in.
And it followed different tropes too.
Yeah,
Not fully, but because of the age that it came out in, it wasn't the same as the ones that we see now, like your ReZeros, that time I got reincarnated as the Slimes, like Overlord, Mushoku Tensei, like all these shows. It's the new age isekai, right? So that genre actually had a long run, and it's still kind of going. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen ReZero just got announced not that long ago, season 3, which
I'm down.
I'll
watch that.
That's to me. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That's one of my favorite anime I've ever watched.
Yeah,
is ReZero. It is literally, it's damn near perfect. Let me say that.
First watch of ReZero, definitely top 3 first watches ever, and probably top 5 anime.
Yeah,
probably.
Honestly, bro.
Yeah,
they do it right.
How many seasons of that are there?
There's only 2 right now.
But they just do such a good job at capturing you within the world of ReZero. Like you literally, no other anime that I've watched really makes you feel for a character the way ReZero does for Subaru. Literally. It's so good. I would recommend anybody that hasn't seen it, watch it. You'll like it. I don't think you will. You won't.
It's one of the ones I started and didn't.
You gotta finish it.
Keep up with.
Gotta finish it.
So in 2024, what are the animes you guys are looking forward to? Like, what are the second seasons and stuff? Doesn't have to be new stuff.
Oh, My Hero.
Definitely Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer
as well. Oh, Tower of God's coming out.
I've never seen one episode of that show yet either.
Tower of God?
I've never seen it.
Me neither.
I should probably give that one the next
That's
go.
one of the ones.
Yeah.
If you watch the anime, you may not like it as much because of it. So first and foremost, it is from a manhwa.
Yeah.
So manhwa, for the most part, are the same as manga. The major difference is they're all in color, which is a good thing. It really gives you the visual effect you want to get out of reading something with it being in color. You don't have to imagine as much that way, but the anime is still good. But if you read it and then watch it, you'll see, I don't mean this in a bad way, how rushed it is, though. How much they try to get out within what is it, 12 episodes? I think it's 12 or 13 episodes of the first season.
Like speeding.
Yeah, you'll see how, not much is left out, but you'll see the speeding through, which you would want to be a direct translation from the manhwa. Manhwa, though, that's the best manhwa out. Easily.
Okay.
Nothing. I wouldn't say anything else holds a candle to it. It's that good.
I don't know if it's coming out next year, but I want to see more of Hell's Paradise.
You told me about Hell's Paradise.
It's very sweet. It's cool.
That's
very
that's
cool.
I recommend.
Confirmed, but I don't know if there's a.
I don't know when it's gonna come out next,
it.
but I want to see. I want to see when One Punch Man's gonna come out with a 3rd season.
Probably
that's
next
one of my
year,
favorite
the year
animes
after, for sure.
I think it's very good.
Rumors has it Mappa picked up another.
They
one?
did. They picked up. They just picked up One Punch Man. Yeah.
They working on workers.
Yeah.
Mappa, y'all are goated. Give them motherfucking workers a break, though.
They all need.
Please.
They all need to be getting paid like NBA players.
Yeah, you guys got to hand out $1 million contracts in this bitch because y'all are motherfuckers are about to start dying over there if y'all don't let up. So
let them go home.
Let them see their kids, their wives, their parents. Please, we love you guys, but just do it. Do it.
Pretty sure Mappa has almost 10 shows under their hands they're writing right now.
That's what
animating for.
Studio.
They're gonna burn themselves out. Bro.
I know they are, which I hope not. But I've seen a video that show 6 or 7 different animes that they're animating.
Yeah, most studios only hold about 3.
Yeah, and they're picking up all these other ones, and it's damn,
I mean, they know,
make
bro.
it out.
Yeah, the thing is too is they really cleared their names with being the studio for big titles.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
you can't pass up that work. If a big title comes to you and says, "Hey, we want you to do adapt the manga," hey, hire more fucking people and get that done.
Yeah, pay them more.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay them more.
And they can, bro. Let's be they can with the last few entries they've had under their belt. They can pay more. I understand it's a business. Businesses have to work certain ways. They can do that.
Just from, and I'm sorry that I have to keep dropping.
It's okay.
This.
It's okay.
Just from the Evangelion movie series that MAPPA made, they have enough money to pay people.
I agree.
They don't
heavily agree.
Even just from that, not counting all the money they made off
JJK,
Chainsaw Man. You don't. There's no excuse. They're definitely
those the only 2 that they. Who else does Mappa?
No,
have?
they have a lot more. I can't think of any off the
Who
top
makes
of my
Demon
head.
Slayer? UFO.
Ufotable, and then that's another GOAT powerhouse.
Yeah,
and I don't see too many people talk about this, although I don't go looking for it. Aniplex.
Yeah.
A lot of anime I've watched through Aniplex are almost done to the extent that you would imagine in terms of quality control a movie would be done with.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They do so good.
They're like OGs though.
They are OGs, right. They have their way that they work.
Aniplex, and they animate Magi.
They did Magi, Seraph at the End. They've done
I think Magi's very good, and I wish they would put out They robbed us with the Sinbad series because they never put out a second series of that.
Yeah, they fucked up with that.
I don't even know if they could put out way more anime because I heard the manga goes pretty far and it gets really cold in the manga.
I've been trying to get him on the Magi.
Magi is a very good show.
Yeah, no, Dom has told me about Magi.
Magi's good, bro.
There's a couple of those animes. I would say the top 3 animes Dom has recommended to me have probably been Shield Hero was dope. Probably Dr. Stone, and what was another, like name some Crunchyroll animes that
I've recommended.
That you've recommended.
Fire Force.
Oh no,
Slime.
Fire Force.
Yeah,
Fire Force. Really I just started watching that.
Fire Force was like Fire Force gave me that feel of almost like the one. Not that it's the same quality, but it did give me the same feeling as like watching FMA for the first time.
That is a fucking accolade right there.
It had that like stylized and also deep character development in those first couple episodes that I like missed. I didn't realize, oh man, shows don't do it like that anymore. No, they don't have first.
That made you
episodes
realize
like
it.
Yeah.
It had a really classic feel, but I had found out that this is the same world as Soul Eater.
It's like a pre-version of Soul Eater. It's like if I'm not mistaken, I haven't read the manga. If I'm not mistaken, by the end of the Fire Force manga, it creates the universe for Soul Eater. And I know this isn't super reputable, but this just has to go on record for me personally. No other anime has better sound effects than Fire Force.
Oh yeah, for sure.
By the end of what's out, you will see what I'm talking
Fate
about. They
movies,
have the
people
best.
say that has some really good sound.
Fate. The anime has some of the best animation of most, if not all anime. Fate holds that.
Very
the
crazy.
Fights are insane.
Yeah,
Fate gets deep because I remember like they would have random Fate entries on Netflix like that weren't necessarily like chronologically connected. And I would just like put them on to go to sleep and like, you know, watch 1 or 2 episodes. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and just like watching a fight scene, being like, "This is
amazing,
dope."
Yeah,
did them right.
I think they did. Yeah,
they were in that bag,
and that just shows you, bro.
You
know who's gonna do what in most cases. So, you know,
for sure. So for you guys, I guess starting with Tayvion, like, what was anime in your early, you know, watching of anime that really got you into the genre?
Oh, I was young. It probably was Dragon Ball Z, to be real. It's probably like the one that everybody noticed when they was kids around our age. But I liked Ghost in the Shell. I like Cowboy Bebop.
That's not way.
I was on Toonami a lot.
Roll back.
Yo, that's a fucking anime we have not talked about. We need to shut this whole show down and start over again.
Yeah, we should.
Because we did, I don't even know how many episodes, and we didn't mention Ghost in the Shell once fucking time.
You're right.
Yo, standalone complex? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, they weren't ready. We weren't ready for
Ghost in
the Shell. The original Ghost in the Shell movie?
Amazing.
I actually never seen them. I watched the show.
Bro, you can really see how far Ghost in the Shell made it because they made, to me, this as an anime or as a manga, either one, this is one you know you made it. If you get a live action or a movie out of that, come on, bro. They had fucking Scarlett Johansson was the lead. I've never watched it. I'm not a fan of live actions. I'm not.
I don't watch those.
I'm not a fan, but that says something.
Exactly. It's not necessarily whether or not it's a good movie. It's just the fact that the source material was so compelling that like $100 million of movie production money got mobilized and big stars attached to it. Like, not that anybody cares about, you know, what Hollywood like thinks or does, but it shows that one anime is good enough to catapult that type of a project. But the crazy thing about that movie, the original Ghost in the Shell movie, is that it's a type of futurism that we're like not allowed to see anymore. Like there's a certain level of the dystopia that I feel like people don't really want to face, especially when it comes to like artificial intelligence and technology fusing with like, you know, human ability to think and reason. I think Ghost in the Shell presented it as such a stark eventuality. Like, this was going to happen.
Yes.
This is exactly where the future's headed. And it was so sure of itself and confident that you just believed the mythology of the story. Yeah. And the technology, the animation of the fucking robots and the fight scenes. Yo, I'm sure we've all seen pieces of it from just like going on Tumblr. Yeah. But like the one sort of famous fight scene when the I forgot what they're called, the machines that the ghost and the robot, I forgot what they're fucking called, but the detective woman is fighting. I fucking forgot all these people's names.
It's all good, bro.
It's been a minute.
Fucking fighting it, and she's also a robot. So like her transformation of going from being a regular walking around person to how she has to fight as a robot is like so jarring and insane, and it's so like physical for an animated.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yes,
it makes you really feel like it's almost you are watching a 3D thing rather than it just being this like 2D animation. It's incredible what it does, decades ahead of its time.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Still haven't seen anything as good.
No, nothing as good. I mean, we even seen a lot of shows that took inspiration from it. I mean, you're talking about like, if anybody, I don't know if any of you guys have watched this, but like Psycho-Pass.
Yes,
yeah, Psycho-Pass to me, like that's exactly what it reminded me of.
Clone,
literal
clone.
Like you would have thought the exact same studio made Psycho-Pass. It literally fits so many tropes that Ghost in the Shell did. I would say, isn't it a little similar to Ergo Proxy, or am I off with that? It's been a minute for Ergo Proxy.
Is the same type of futurism that I'm talking about.
Yes.
Like the Matrix, Ergo Proxy, Ghost in the Shell, that turn of the 21st century type of futurism is, when you watch it now, it's so much more powerful because we're getting close to that
for
world,
sure. That's like the next technology. Boom.
Like your foot's in the door with what the fuck they were showing. What we're talking 20 plus years ago.
20 plus years ago, but we're getting
somebody knew. Somebody knew. Yeah, they knew.
100%.
Yeah, our toes in the water for sure.
Yeah, bro, absolutely.
Yeah, man. But I mean, I loved sci-fi anime for as long as I can remember. That was kind of what got me into anime, like Gundam, and then of course Evangelion. And like tons of others, Ergo Proxy, Ghost in the Shell.
What about Steins Gate?
Steins Gate I actually watched later. I
me
loved
too.
Steins Gate, but I got into it much later. I don't think I would have even liked it.
I was just gonna say that it was better that I got into it later because it's much more critical on the scientific end, right? So if you're a kid watching that, sure you can make it through the whole season, however long it is. I think it's one season. But at the same time, you're not going to have as much of an understanding of what's going on as we would now, or whenever we watched it in the ages that we are, because it's very scientific. Like even FMA, when I was a kid, FMA used to be on, and I didn't care for it too much as a kid. There were certain episodes I would like get to or shuffle through, and it was like, okay, this looks good, this is cool. I was more in tune with like your Dragon Balls, like you said, Cowboy Bebop, your Case Closed, these things, not for the same reasons, but as I got older, I seen the masterpiece that some of these shows really were.
Yeah,
and it takes the test of time sometimes for us, our generation, not anybody else. Whoever was our age then, of course, they got the understanding. But speaking for us specifically, that's kind of what it was. It was the test of time, and I think that can speak more volume for your piece of art as well. If you can stand the test of time, you know what I mean? Because a lot of things don't, and they can't. Not just don't. They can't.
Yeah, they can. And I think we're definitely right now in an age of like very disposable anime.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Where like even if something is good, and Don, we talked about this a while ago.
Yes, we did.
But like there's so many anime, especially from like the 2020 to 2022, that I watched that like I'm sure they were good, but I couldn't tell you what they were about, or there were no real memorable scenes. It was just kind of like a by the numbers kind of good anime. And but what were you saying?
No, I was about to say, that the amount of content getting pushed out is kind of hard to shuffle through because there's going to be a lot of trash stuff too.
Yeah, we're in like the age of like over inspiration, right? So it's like one show comes out first season, it does very well. Another studio picks up a different name that's somewhat similar, and then boom, let's just put this out right now. And you can find a hidden gem that way, sure, because there's been plenty of cases of like a copy and paste that works just as well for the new entry as well as it did for the original, but not everything can really stand that. I mean, we've seen it happen so many times, so it's like, be fucking original, please. We need to get back to that. Be original. We need that.
Yeah, it's but when you do see shows that are trying their hardest to do something new, we are really in a good time of innovation.
Absolutely.
For anime. So like there is kind of a flip side, to
we know number one for that.
JJK, yeah.
Attack on Titan.
Attack. Oh yeah, fucking course.
Attack on Titan is goated.
Attack on Titan, that's the only anime I will admit is better than
I heard
Evangelion.
people hated the ending of that show. So many
Let
people I
'em.
heard.
Listen, man, you can't please everybody. You can't please everybody. So
Show is
fuck
perfect.
them.
The show is perfect.
It's literally perfect. There is. I will still say this to this day. No matter what else is in my top 5, my top 10, no anime has a better plot than Attack on Titan.
100%.
No anime. I don't personally believe, but that is what it is. Speaking of good shows and things that are getting released, the fuck have you guys heard about Chainsaw Man? That's what I never know. I haven't heard nothing
it after like the
I
first
know
episode.
some things, but I haven't read it.
You have no. I'm saying for the next season of an anime.
I'm not sure when it's supposed to come out or anything, but I never heard it. I don't hear nothing about it anywhere right now.
I want to tell you guys this right now, and I say this with full confidence. The way that I was talking about JJK in that one clip of how good the season 2 has been, the next season of Chainsaw Man is going to be ridiculous. Come for me on that. Do whatever you want. Say I'm wrong. Please do. You guys will see just as well as you have with this second season. It's going to be up. This is as good as season 1 was and how popular it was, how well received it was. This is going to be at that same level. It's, like you said, it's going to catapult, and it's going to stay stuck up there. It's going to be up there with little to no letdown. Let me say that. That's how I personally feel. And this is coming from somebody that's read it. I don't know if I've ever expressed this to you guys. If you can read for me personally, if I can read something and know so much about it for so long ahead of time, and then the new season of the anime comes out, and I'm just as surprised, if not more, with what I'm seeing, you're never going to be bad in my book. You could do bullshit. You could literally pull something. You can literally ass pull the rest of the seasons, and I'm like, hey, remember this season? That shit is goated. You can't tell me this shit is bad right now. So we're going to see, bro. I hope they really do it the right way. That's all I'm waiting on. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've heard.
You got that live
one.
one.
Was good. Speaking of doing things the right way, y'all know Promise Neverland. They dropped the ball with the
Oh my
season.
God, bro. Me and Adam talked about this before. Promise Neverland, that is another first season, like first season GOAT status. And when I watched that first season of Promise Neverland, I was 3 episodes in. I'm here to stay, you know? I'm ready. Yeah. Season 2 drops. It's like, who the fuck did the creator die? That's how I felt.
There was such a letdown. Like, it wasn't like, oh, maybe it'll get better by season 3. Well, I'll get through it. It was so fucking bad you had to stop watching.
Isn't that like kind of how 7 Deadly Sins got?
That's what I heard. I heard
7 Deadly Sins by like midway season 3 or like the start of season 4. It's trash, but that's for a different reason. I don't think the quality of the animation led up on Promised Neverland. 7 Deadly Sins, it was really bad. Like, I'm not a super critical person when it comes to visualizing and like seeing what could be wrong with an anime. But the things that I've seen other people pull out and show, like still frames, not even just a still frame, just watching it through.
Oh yeah,
it like. I'm not artistic with my hands in any way of drawing, coloring, whatever it may be. I could have made that. That's how
people
bad
do
it
a lot
was.
with Naruto, Shippuden.
No, the still frames are cool. Still frames are cool because it's animation. That's how animation works. You have to have it like moving and processing in the way of it being fluid, so certain frames won't look as good when you pause it on that frame. That's fine. Yeah. I'm okay with that. What I'm saying is, in full motion, 7 Deadly Sins just like I said, I could have done it. That's how the drawing was.
I
could have done it.
Was really bad.
The first
2 seasons were
two seasons were great. Like I was, again, that was another one. I was like, damn, I'm really fucking with this. I'm gonna watch this through to the end. The only reason I finished the anime was because of how far into it I already was, and I was like, all right, bro, I already spent this much time. Let me at least see how it ends. And I was like, yeah. You're never getting no praise from me. None. Not even an ounce.
What was this is a good topic. What was the best anime for you guys what was the worst letdown? Like the anime that was the best for you, but then the ending just destroyed it.
So we're only talking about fully made things. Like start to finish or currently where we're at with it right now. Because I have a very good answer for this. If it's not just start to finish.
Well, yeah, give me your answer. What's
for me it was Shield Hero. Let me say why. I have not watched season 3 yet, so I could very well retract this statement and come back and say, hey, they're back. The first season, that is a perfect first season. Shield Hero season 1 was amazing. Although it followed a lot of the same steps that style anime does, which is isekai, but it also has like that isekai where you're born into a game world element to it, like how Overlord kind of does, or like Sword Art, whatever else. And they just did it so well. Second season drops, like, I don't want to say out of nowhere, but it was kind of sudden, and I was super hyped for it because they took some time to come out with it. And then I'm like, dude, I'm watching this. I waited till a good amount of it came out, watched it to where I was on a time schedule for me to not get too far ahead and watch it till the finish. One of the slowest seasons I've ever seen. They don't really do much in it. There's little to no character development, at least for the main character, and not too much of anything exciting happens within this season. Not even for me, just as an average fan or a super hardcore fan. And it's like, it was very, what's the right word? Very poorly received season amongst most people that were into the show or watched it, whatever it may be. And for me, that was one of the biggest letdowns I've had. I was just like, dude, if you guys are going in this route, cancel the show. It got that bad.
I just finished Mob Psycho, and I think the first 2 seasons of that were very good. Yeah. Last season, the way it ended, I was just like, no way. Like, that's
I
it.
love the ending of that.
Really? It was all right, but I just feel like there could have been way more that they could have put into that anime. Yeah. The first 2 seasons, like I said, were like very good. There's the fights in there are the animations are top notch. It's dope as fuck to me. But yeah, man, I didn't like the way it ended. It let me down, and I had to look up. Was there gonna be more? And everyone's saying no, that wasn't. I was like, well, damn, that's just a letdown for me. But the show overall is really good though.
Don't lose hope, bro. Well, they could get the Bleach treatment.
I don't think there's
I think bro done.
They're done with that.
I don't blame him. I mean,
it's
that's
the same makers. I think as
yeah. You can see it. True. You can see it very clearly. Like even the main character, if he didn't have hair, he'd be that's Saitama's kid. It's literally Saitama's kid.
It's a very cool show though. If you've never seen it,
I saw the first couple episodes of Mob Psycho 100. I liked it. I liked the style.
Yes.
I just never continued for whatever reason. Yeah. I'll go back to it.
The second season, shit pops off in there. It's very good. You should watch it.
Really goes crazy in the second
It does.
season.
Let's here's what I want to know from you three.
Yeah.
I want to know like what are the best one season animes you guys have watched?
I'll tell you right now.
I really want to know.
Parasite.
You can't say Neon Genesis.
I think Parasite was...
That's a given from you. It's a given. Aside from that for you.
I think Parasite is a very cool idea for an anime. I think everything about it is sweet. It reminds me of... You see on Resident Evil 4, the parasites that come out of them, the sharp things, and they swing around. Yeah. That's what it reminds me of. But
they for sure got inspiration.
The beginning of it, and even the way it ended, I thought that was one of the best one-season animes that I've seen. Yeah. Personally. I think it's a very good show, and... They have a good soundtrack to it. Yeah, the animation fights are very good, and that's my top one for sure.
Definitely.
Most definitely, I can agree with that. I know this one get mixed reviews, but Akame got killed.
That was mine. Yeah. That was mine.
Yeah, Akame got killed is a good one. There's a few. Another. It's like a horror anime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that one's really
I've watched another. That was good. It was like sick. Final Destination, but anime style.
Fucking dope. Yeah, that was an absolutely lit episode.
I heard Death Note is a good. Isn't that one season or no?
No, it's like 2 seasons.
Oh, is it 2?
Yeah.
I think for me, like the easy answer, the one that just popped into my mind was Erased. Erased is
I've heard of that.
Incredible. Yeah,
I've never watched
Erased. Erased is fucking awesome. Second would probably be. I know that there's technically a second season, but it's an OVA. Does that not? If it's just like the canon,
this counts. You can say it.
Yeah, Black Lagoon. Has anybody seen Black Lagoon?
Nope.
No, tiny, like maybe a few episodes. Nothing outside of that.
Yo, Black Lagoon.
One of the ones.
What? Oh, have you seen it?
No, I'm saying, is it one of the ones?
Bro, first of all, it's one of the only animes that I've seen that's like does a Western story, like a story that's not about Japanese people. Like the main character is a Japanese guy, but everybody else in the show is not Japanese, and it doesn't take place in Japan. It takes place in like in Southeast Asia. And when people say, "Oh, animes are like this is a gritty action anime," a lot of the times they're capping. This show is not capping. This show actually has some dope best gunplay. How about this? Best gunplay of any anime. Best gunplay of any anime.
What is that?
Over Trigun?
What is the one? I'm about to
Best
say Trigun.
gunplay of any anime.
I gotta watch.
Yo, Black Lagoon.
I gotta watch
That's
it.
a big statement.
Yeah.
If it's over Trigun, I gotta watch it. I'm very surprised.
No, there was a scene in what was that? That Unfoldable did with the we just mentioned it earlier.
Seraph?
Nope. Unfoldable did it. It's with the curses and the servants.
Oh, Fate.
Fate.
Yeah.
Fate Zero probably has one of the best gunplay scenes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's at the end of the first season, but really.
Oh,
good.
I do know what you're talking about. I have okay. Well, isn't it Archer? I think it's not Archer.
Archer. It's not even with the servants. It's with the masters.
Oh,
2 masters throw down and it goes really crazy.
Wow,
that's one of my favorites.
These are all very valid and respectable answers. There's one title I didn't hear that I'm very surprised at when it comes to one season animes, and that's Samurai Champloo.
Oh yeah,
Never seen that.
Oh, you never seen Samurai?
Never seen that.
It's worth watching.
It's
worth watching.
It's again. I know on this episode it sounds like I'm tossing this around a lot. Samurai Champloo is goated.
You know,
probably, if not the top 3 best soundtracks of any anime.
Easily.
Oh, 100%.
Easily.
I'm on the 5th episode right now.
Yeah.
I started it like a month
It's
ago.
so
really
good.
That ending theme, yo, like we all love the beginning.
Yeah,
theme.
yeah,
It's great.
yeah.
Good raps, whatever. That ending theme though, yo,
Nuts.
I just want.
I wish I made that ending theme.
Do you guys ever see Afro Samurai?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a very
Samurai is
badass
You know what?
anime too.
I never thought about this in the
Movie and
discussions
all.
we had.
Yeah.
That is one of to me one of my favorite and best dubbed versions of anime. is
Samuel
Afro
L.
Samurai.
Samuel
Jackson
man?
plays.
Yeah.
I forgot the
He's the
dude's name.
ghost. He's the ghost.
Yeah, he's the ghost.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it. No.
Great. Oh, you haven't?
No, I haven't seen it.
I think it's like 8 episodes. You'll probably like it. It's done very well.
I'll check it out.
Super graphic. It kind of reminds me of you remember in Kill Bill, I want to say it's volume 2. There's this scene where I forgot who it is. There's like some important guy driving in the car with a girl, and the dude's driving them around, and like somebody's got a sniper right away, and then they cut to the little anime cutscene.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's similar to that in the sense of how graphic it is. It's like
It's
super
very good.
bloodshed, just straight motherfuckers just getting murked. Like you're seeing heads getting chopped off, arms, limbs, or whatever, everything. Just anything that's cuttable is being cut.
That's
in
true.
this anime.
You just brought up one of my dreams. I wish they would do a full anime for Kill Bill. That Ren scene,
That'd be crazy.
bro.
Animated Ren scene was one of my favorite anime.
That would be wild if they did
scenes
something
all
like
time.
that, dude.
That'd be
If
amazing.
you like that, then you'll like Samurai. Or I guess if you like that, then you'll like Samurai Champloo.
Yeah.
Because that's I think the same animator who did Samurai Champloo.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's.
I can see this.
You guys ever see that anime Dororo? The guy.
No, I
he,
know about it.
He's born as like a fetus, and someone rescues him, and he gets all of his body parts back. His 2 arms are swords. You guys never
Yeah.
seen that?
No, his dad sells like his son's body to like a demon or a devil before he's even born.
Yeah.
So he's born with no limbs. And then as he's born, he learns to fight through that, and he ends up getting like these prosthetic like swords. His arms and his legs are like prosthetic and shit, and he ends up fighting the same species of demons that are of the same of who took his limbs from him. It's actually pretty good.
It's a
Again,
very
if
good
you're looking for
anime.
like a dark, like gory graphic anime,
Yeah, she gets crazy in
It's
that.
definitely a good one to watch. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah.
But let's move into my segmented section of this
Let's go.
podcast. This is our game show concept. It's called So You Think You Know Anime. And at the end of this, the winner does get a prize. The prize will be revealed at the end of the contest. this is serious. If you do win, you will get something. You'll like what you get. It'll be fun. But the way it works is we're going to ask you questions with elevating degrees of difficulty for higher and higher points. So you may not get the first couple of answers, but if you get the last 3, you may still win. Basically. So
I'm gonna win.
So yeah, this is called So You Think You Know Anime.
Hell yeah.
Basically, I'm gonna be the host, so I can't participate. It'll be Dom versus Max versus Tayvion, and if somebody can keep score, do you have your notes app? Yeah, cool, awesome. All right. So also the other thing about this is if you want to bring so we're gonna go handheld for this a little bit because I think it's good if we get some up close and personal reactions to some things. So if you lose or if you don't answer questions correctly, you're barred from speaking about anime for the rest of your lives. So
I'm fine with that.
So you can't ever talk about anime ever again if you lose. If you win, you get a prize. If you lose, no more anime.
Now, does this work like?
Is that outside of here?
We don't have to wait, right? Like if you ask the question, any 3 of us can answer right at that moment, and whoever's right first.
Yeah, whoever's right first. So the speed with which thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah,
speed with which you answer questions is very important. The way we're going to do it is by either raising your hand, doing something. So you all have to stay still. Whoever raises their hand first, the person that I'll call on.
Okay.
So that's
and then
also
whoever
important.
they get it, let's say Tayvion raises his hand first, he gets it wrong. Mm-hmm. It passes to the next person. It passes
to the next person who.
If I get it wrong, it passes. Yeah. Then okay.
Like Jeopardy when you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Welcome everybody to So You Think You Know Anime. This is a 2 Detroit Nerds exclusive. We are here with our contestants. We have Dom, who is pretty good about knowing stuff about anime.
The best.
We've got Max, who's probably going to win this. Max will probably win.
I hope so.
We've got Tayvion, who's new to the show, but definitely might have a lot to say and a lot to do in this contest. So let's get started. First question. Everybody set and ready. We cannot have any movement prior to the end of the question. Movements prior to the end of the question result in disqualification. Okay. First question. What is the name of Naruto's ninja team? Dom was
Team
fastest.
7.
Okay. Question 2. That's 200 points for Dom. So 200 points for Dom. Next question for another 200 points. What is the name of Naruto's teacher's name? I'm going to go with Tayvion. Tayvion actually...
Kakashi.
It's crazy.
Or are you going Jiraiya? Either or.
I know who it is.
I know the answer to that.
What's it?
Iruka.
No. You got to tell him if he's right or not.
You said Kakashi? I will take that answer, but I'm not a Naruto nerd.
But I would.
That's 100%. No. That is the answer.
Okay.
So, but wouldn't you say Iruka is?
No.
Iruka,
because Iruka maybe was like his father figure, his first person, but his overall teacher, when you think about Naruto, it is 100% Kakashi. Over Jiraiya. I know Jiraiya is the reason he became what he did, but
yeah, well, I understand.
Kakashi.
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
was going to be the second answer if it wasn't Kakashi. For sure.
Okay. For 400 points, the next question is, how many years later does Naruto return from his training with I was not finished with my answer.
I was scratching my head, bro.
Unfortunately, these two gentlemen have disqualified themselves for the answer, meaning that the points go to Max.
He's got to answer it, though.
Okay, Max, what is the answer?
Well, you didn't finish the question.
I was saying, how many years later does Naruto return from his training with Jiraiya?
Is it 5?
That is incorrect.
Damn.
So no one gets the points for 400.
What was the answer?
I want to
I don't know if I was right.
2.5 years.
Damn, I was way off.
I was about to say 3.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I was way off.
All right. So, what is the name? This is for 400 points. Of the blank Shinobi World War. Answer. Max for 400.
The Great Ninja War?
No, that is incorrect. The blank Shinobi World War between the accompanied armies of the 5 great countries known as the Allied Shinobi Forces and the Akatsuki forces of the zombie-like ninjas. Dom.
The 4th?
That is correct. Dom has
4th.
400. That is 600 for Dominic. Okay. We are now at the 600 tier. If you didn't make any points so far, you can still win this if you get these. So, in what year was the first Shonen Jump Weekly episode of Naruto published?
Was that 98?
That is incorrect. Dominic?
2002?
That is incorrect.
2004.
That is incorrect. The answer is 1999. You were the closest.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm thinking of the anime release.
Yeah.
So, what was the Naruto miniseries titled? Was it titled Naruto, the Seventh Hokage and Scarlet Spring? Or was it titled Naruto, the Manga Capsule?
7th ring.
That is correct. Dominic for 600. That is Dominic at 1,200. That is Dominic at 1,200, ladies and gentlemen. That means Dominic is very close to winning this. We only have 3 questions left. The third question is for 3,000 points.
No, right.
So if you don't get any of the questions right,
This could be the winner.
this you could still get somewhere with this game. So, what is? Sorry, we gotta. This is the part of the show where we tell you to subscribe to Detroit Nerds. Please make sure that you subscribe and that you like anything that you're watching. This sounds like it's not something that's important or that you can watch this show and not participate. But if you want this to keep going, you do need to like and subscribe.
Also, spread the word.
Yeah, and also tell your friends.
whoever.
Share it
Your
everywhere.
mom. Tell your fucking dog. Tell anybody. Subscribe, like, comment, view, all that.
Show my boys some love. They putting out good content.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
So, for the 3,000 tier, question 1 is, what year was the original Dragon Ball released? I was not finished with my question. These 2 gentlemen have been disqualified.
Oh, let's go.
Dominic for 3,000. Put Dominic at 4,200. Okay, guys, we're not.
You gotta ask the question. Yeah, ask the question.
Oh, yeah. What was the question? Yeah.
You.
What?
Finish the
Yeah.
question. I gotta answer it.
Yeah. Okay, so the question was, what year did the original Dragon Ball get released?
If I'm wrong about this, I know I'm only off by about a year or 2. I want to say 89.
If I was in, I would say 87.
Those are both incorrect. The year is 1984. You were the closest. Let's go
That
ahead
was
and give
when-
him 3,000.
Go ahead, give him the
He's
points.
closest. Let's go ahead and give him 3,000. So we've got Tayvion at, what was that, 3,200. We've got Dom at 1,200. We've got you at 400, correct? Or how much does...
I got none.
Oh, you've got... Okay. All right. So another one for 3,000. Who was the first villain in Dragon Ball?
Tayvion got me on that.
Tayvion.
Was that Red Ribbon?
Is that your full answer? It has to be the full. It has to be the full answer.
Whatever, Jarod. I can't pronounce it. I can't remember his name.
Disqualified.
I don't know. I know it's general something. You just might as well skip me, bro.
Disqualified. Dominic for 3,000.
I want to say General Tao.
That's what I was gonna say. I just didn't know the last part.
Dominic got the 3,000. Just you
shouldn't have
say
said
it.
nothing.
You should have
I
said
know.
You should have
but
said anything.
it. So that
I
is
mean, that was already going to be my
4,200
answer.
for Dominic. Okay. When Goku is introduced in the original Dragon Ball, what is his full name? How is he referred? You did not let me finish the question.
Bro, I was fixing my hair, bro.
We'll keep him in. Should I keep him in, or do you?
No, you don't got to keep me in. Give it. Yeah, they can go.
All right.
It's easy.
Is it Son Goku?
Nope.
That's correct. That's correct.
Before Kakarot, they called him Son
It is
Goku.
3,000.
No.
I thought it was Son
Max.
Goku.
It is Son
No,
Goku.
no.
It
When
is
he's
Son
very
Goku.
first introduced,
He's Son
As a kid,
Goku.
I'm pretty sure he's
As
Son
a kid, he's
Goku.
Son Goku in Dragon Ball. It's 100% true.
When he comes
he's
to Earth,
first introduced on Earth.
Yes,
Yes, it's
Son Goku.
I think the first person to call him Kakarot is Vegeta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Or
don't hear
Raditz.
you don't hear Kakarot until
I don't
even
think you hear
the word
yeah.
Saiyan
Yeah.
Until
Vegeta comes.
until
So
yeah.
there's no showing of Bardock in Dragon Ball.
not
No.
until the very end. Not until towards you get into the Dragon Ball Z story arc. There's an overlap from the original, if you remember, where there's the ending of Dragon Ball is the beginning of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, we've now hit the 4,500 tier.
Who has? Oh, we have.
There are 2 questions left.
Oh man.
Okay. First question. What does the word Yuri mean?
Can I get that spelled out for me and use in a sentence?
Y-U-R-I.
I'm at a loss on that
So like all the anime we watch, we should know this by now.
100%, but I don't.
Jeez.
Well, if it's nobody else, I'm just put my hand up and just go for a guess. Is it man?
That is incorrect. Dominic is disqualified.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pass.
Okay.
I'm gonna just take a guess and say it's magic.
That is incorrect. It is the Japanese term to refer to lesbianism. You guys are all wrong.
Oh, you know what's crazy? I was very close with why I guess man because there's that fucking show. I've never watched it. Nobody come for me on this. And I know it's not the same word. It's Yuri on Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And it's about
man.
homosexual men that skate. They're ice skaters. And my first thought was a man. And then I was like, fuck, dude. That's why that was my guess.
Okay. Second question for 4,500. What was the original air date of
Don't say it.
Cowboy Bebop? And it doesn't need to be the exact
The day.
day. It can be the year.
This is manga or anime.
I'm gonna go ahead and just try this one here.
Okay.
97.
What's yours? What's your answer?
Is this manga or anime?
The anime.
Anime, I'm gonna say 2001.
The anime you're saying is 2001. Dom, what's your answer?
96.
The winner, ladies and gentlemen, of So You Think You Know Anime is exactly who I had decided that was going to win. It is Max with the 4,500.
I never would have thought.
1997, September 18th was the original air date of Cowboy Bebop. That makes Max our winner, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching this amazing
good.
show. We'll have much more to come this year in 2024. As a prize for winning, Max, you win a $20 gift card to GameStop.
Here's what I want to know
that's
real
awesome.
quick.
Yeah.
What would have happened if I also would have said 97?
No way to
You
split
would
the
also
points.
say- no, we would have gone into a tiebreaker, and I would have asked you an Evangelion question.
Oh damn it, he would have won.
Unless it was what is the main character's name or what is the overall strongest
No, I would have asked
unit.
No, I would have asked you who was the creator.
Wouldn't have got that.
You should know it's Hideki Anno.
No, I shouldn't.
He's the great. He's one
You
of the
should
greatest-
know it,
He's one
yes.
of the greatest animators of all time.
What is that show about? Robots? Like,
Yeah.
do you ever see Big O?
It's kind of like Big O, but
Big
No,
O
it's
is-
not. Bro, it's better than Big O.
Big O
is
is-
anime Batman.
It's very. I thought that show was pretty cool.
No,
You-
Big
you
O
know,
is
you
good.
Can't
That's
find
like
that
fire.
show.
But
You cannot find that show
Neon,
anywhere.
you guys
Yes,
want to do
it's
some?
great.
You guys want to do
It's
some bonus rounds for 10,000?
Let's just do one last one.
Do
for
I get the
10,000.
do I get the prize took away from me? I
No,
lose?
let him,
No,
let him
this,
keep
this
let
is
him
just
keep
for
it.
bragging rights.
Yeah,
This is
oh,
just for
okay,
bragging
okay.
rights.
Hold on. I I got a really good one. And this one is one that you guys should all know.
Okay.
Because you guys all love JJK.
I'm winning.
Ah, shit.
I'm winning, y'all.
Y'all love JJK. All right. For 10,000, what is the last name of the first-year student whose first name is Nobara?
Who got that?
He went faster.
Kugasaki.
That's a 10,000.
Oh,
damn.
Focus. I'm going to need you to send me this video after because I got to see who was really faster there.
Yeah,
Because what if my hand up is right here, but his is all the way
Just
up
replay
here?
it in
Technically,
slow-mo.
by default, I win right here.
Just replay that in slow mo. See whose hand went up first.
We'll do a tiebreaker.
No, it's good. It's good.
kidding.
I'm just fucking around. He's good.
All right. Well,
Because I definitely would have got that if it was me, so it was either way.
that was pretty much what I had on the schedule for today, guys. Really happy that you guys came. Also, I'm happy you came. I wish you could have, came on the show for us and talked anime.
Yeah. We'll just call you scorekeeper for now.
Yeah.
That's fair, right?
Still a part of the show.
But next time, we'll get you on and we'll do some more anime stuff. But thanks again, guys, for coming. This was the New Year's episode of Two Detroit Nerds. If you like this, please like and subscribe. We're only going to be doing more of this in 2024. If you like this, please let us know. Comment, tell us what you want to do. We're going to be doing all anime, all video games, all media for the foreseeable future. So
tell us if you want to go down a game show, you guys.
That's true.
I would love to take all your guys' bragging rights away.
And you don't have to be here in person, so don't use that as an excuse.
Yes.
We can do it remote. If you think you know anime and you want to actually prove it here, you can do that. So we're ready to show you. We're ready to give y'all a platform. So come through.
Peace, y'all.
Peace out.
Peace.